The program still this morning on ITV on independent television. All right, so we're going to be taking off here in Benin with what transpired yesterday, talking about the nationwide NFC protests, and we saw what happened in Benin City, the state capital, Edo state capital, whereby we saw at the King's Square, the popular place now known as the Ring Road, whereby members of the NSC came out with civil society protesting the present hardship in the country. Well, some persons expected the protest to continue today. As a matter of fact, I was speaking with the NSC chairman yesterday after the protest in Edo State, the NSC chairman in Edo State, and he said that the protest will continue today. But reports reaching us this morning confirms that the NSC has suspended the protest for the next 2 weeks. So they are giving the federal government another 2 weeks ultimatum to look at the issues one more time and see how the issue of hardship can really be reduced. I also told you that when we say there is economic hardship in the country, it is real, because there are places that ordinarily, if you're so used to Nigeria, there are places you go to, then when you compare the price of commodities, you compare the price of living, then of course you know that this place is cheap and the other place is not cheap. But the way things are going in the country now, if you go to someone like Ibadan that sometime years ago when I did my NYC there, the room where I stayed somewhere around Agodi, you could get accommodation for 600 naira a month. I don't know whether that is the situation again, but we saw what happened in Ibadan. Ibadan was one of the first places whereby the protests that came because of the economic hardship in the country. So it goes to show that those places that life was cheap in Nigeria before now, it is no more the story. We've got the chairman of NLC, that was the Nigeria Labour Congress, Edo, Chief Comrade Odion Olaye on set this morning. He's joining us virtually from Benin. Comrade, a very good morning to you, sir.
Good morning, Evans.
Yeah. All right, so let's start. Yeah, let's start with what happened. The recent of the developments of what happened yesterday. Now, a lot of persons thought that the protest will continue this morning, but only for us this morning to know that NLC has suspended the strike. I mean, the protest now by 2 weeks. So, what has informed that decision now?
Thank you very much. The suspension. The protest is not just the president, the only suspend the strict protest. We are still going to converge in our secretariat today and address press conference and tell Nigeria other things about the protest.
All right.
But we only restrain that of the streets.
Now, the 2 weeks ultimatum that you are given. Remember, before now we saw the 4 weeks, the 14 days ultimatum, the 2 weeks ultimatum that you gave, and I think it was after that elapsed that you had to go on protest now. So between now and the next 2 weeks, what do you think the federal government can do from your point of view, from your own understanding of the situation? What do you think the federal government can do to make labor to not to come to the streets and protest again?
My brother, there's something the federal government cannot do. If the federal government want to continue to do something, this moment myself with you is talking, they can do something better. Because this fuel is a money buying fuel, 200 naira a liter. You cannot expect that driver now to go buy fuel for 670, 680. Carry passenger at the rate they carried before. That's one. Two, let them bring dollar. Let them bring dollar down. They can work on it. Because $1 go up, I bet you the market women selling grass fish, selling pepper, selling ice fish, they will increase. business. 3, let them also, you know, the agreement Nigeria Labour Congress have with them. Let me also meet up to that agreement, because that agreement was not discussed one day and reached one day. They discussed that something for days. The former minister led the federal government, including the National Security Advisor, Iru. So they discussed this thing for days before they arrived on that point. If they work on that agreement and try to bring fuel price down, call all stakeholders, and come to a drawing board and discuss how the palliative will have impact in the Nigerian citizen, and you see that the hike in food will come down. And at the same time, they also work on dollars. You yourself know the way dollars is going now. There's no way worker can build house in
Now, my question is, the 2 weeks ultimatum that you are giving now, because, you know, ameliorating the current suffering in the country is systematic. That's what experts have, you know, said. Now, for the NSC, it appears that the NSC wants, you know, a kind of a fire brigade approach. Don't you think that alone is also, there are some dangers inherent in that approach?
2 weeks is enough for a federal government, even the state government, to do something, not to talk of federal government, give them 30 days ultimatum, or maybe 1 week. But this one is...
Okay. All right. So
14 good days.
Yeah. All right. So